Hi, quilters. I am Emma Jane Powell, and I am so excited that you are considering taking my improv and free motion quilting workshops with Virtual Schoolhouse. So, my improv workshop is being offered on Thursday morning as a half day workshop, and free motion quilting is being offered on Saturday morning as a half day workshop. And I really hope you'll join me. Let me take a few minutes to show you some samples of things that we'll be doing and what you'll be learning in my classes. So in the improv class, this is the feature photo. And you'll be learning like straight lines and pluses and how to get little slivers of fabric in there, just like that, how to do that kind of piecing. And what's fun about improv is that there's no rules. You're going to pull out all your scraps, all those fabrics that you love and just couldn't throw away from previous projects, and we're going to put them into an unplanned work of art. You're not going to know what this is going to look like at the end. And look at the size. You don't have to make something huge. This is something very small and doable because I don't want to have you start a project that's going to you're never going to finish or that's going to take you forever to finish. It's up to you. You can spend the time making small segments that you can add to a bigger project if you like. Another thing we're going to learn is how to do this kind of an improv border. So this triangle border, I'll show you up close. You can see the black lines in the triangles are not the same size. That is improv. That's the beauty of improv is it's not all matchy-matchy and exact piecing. We take beauty in the imperfection of improv. So there's no rules, there's no proper seam allowance. You make your seam allowance an eighth of an inch, quarter inch, whatever makes sense for the pieces you're working on. And I'll show you how to make a triangle border like this that doesn't start to curve around the way that you do it so that it stays straight. There's a trick to that. Okay, and this is another example of something you might make. This was leftover Aborigine fabric that I had and just had some odd angles in here. You decide which way is up. And I'll also show you how I quilted these without using binding. I just flipped them right side out and then put some little hanger pieces on each corner so you could hang it whichever way you like. Another idea that you could bring to the class to work on is an orphan block. So I found this and another very similar orphan block sitting all by themselves, all sad in an antique store. And so I sliced and diced it and came up with this. Now it's this weird piece of art, right? If you want to call it that, I call it art. A weird piece of art where I added a bunch of different fabrics from my stash that worked with it. Who knows which way is up? I don't know. And I got this weird piece of artwork that was a lot of fun to just see what happened. So there's no plan with improv. There are no rules, and we're going to learn some fun ways to use up scraps and to create a really unique, unplanned work of art. So I hope to see you in that class. The other class that I'm teaching is free motion quilting with an ocean theme. So this class, while I don't recommend it for true beginners of free motion quilting. If you have been free motion quilting for a little while and you've got the hang of it, and you're ready to do something other than stipple, other than meandering, other than, what your status, the ones that you've gotten the hang of, those designs, and you're ready to add to your repertoire of designs, we're going to learn some fun things like fish, boats, waves, seashells, sand dollars, all that kind of thing. So you'll have a lot of time to practice some really fun designs, and this class is great for a confident beginner who's ready to branch into some more designs, or if you've been free motion quilting for many, many years and you're ready to try something different and new. You always learn something with free motion quilting. No matter how many workshops I took when I was learning free motion quilting, I learned something from every single teacher I took it with and was able to really improve my skills, and I'm happy to share with you. what I've learned and what works for me, and some tips, tricks, and techniques for improving your free motion quilting through ocean theme designs. Now, if you want to practice free motion quilting before you take my workshop, I offer these on my website. These are free motion quilting practice panels. It is, you can see the lines on there. And what it is a yard of fabric, and you baste it. And then you can practice these designs. Print it on the pattern, you just follow the designs to kind of get some new movements that you might not have considered yet under your belt. And these are only $15, and they're on my website. If you want to get one to practice with, I strongly recommend it because they are a lot of fun to work with. They're meant for practicing. All right, if you have any questions between now and when you're thinking about signing up for the virtual schoolhouse, please contact me. I would be happy to tell you more about the workshops if you have questions. Otherwise, I hope to see you in my workshop where you'll be working from the comfort of your home and learning and enjoying community with other quilters in their homes, learning new things as well. See you soon.